everybody, I'm Callie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be a few tips and advice on how to just kind of live a better and more relaxed life. Today's shirt is going to bug me the entire time. I already know. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like an off the shoulder or it's supposed to like be like this situation. I think it's that because every time I move it ends up being in that position. If you see me fidgeting a lot, you now know why. So the first tip I want to share is to never underestimate yourself. No matter the circumstances, no matter your mental state, no matter any and all external influences in your life, never underestimate yourself. You have this ultimate divinity and divineness deep inside you, and I really urge this tip because regardless of any of those external conditions, you can always and ultimately change the cause that are affecting and or causing these conditions in your life. And you should definitely look into ways to transform your subconscious mind and or access the power of your subconscious mind, because when you do that, you will never underestimate yourself ever again, because you come to the realizations that you are everything you've ever wanted to be and or dream of being. So by overestimating yourself, you will reach goals and dreams you may have thought that you never could reach at any point in your life. So with that being said, never underestimate yourself, because you're so powerful, you're so strong. Your mind and soul is this amazing vessel of knowledge and enlightenment and mindfulness that when you learn and utilize the proper knowledge tools, you're limitless. You will never be touched ever again by negative thoughts. And I don't know if any of that even made sense in terms of to never underestimate yourself. I just say that because when you do that, you put yourself in a negative spot. Even the smallest of negative thoughts towards yourself or towards anything in your life and or outside of your life get dropped into your dark room, get dropped into your subconscious mind, and then they flourish because your mind is a garden.
You can grow ideas in the garden of your mind. It's good to be curious about many things.
So I just urge yourself to really trust your gut and intuition and to really challenge your subconscious mind to be positive and to never underestimate yourself. And once you start doing that, you will then notice positive changes and positive aliens coming out of your throat. You will notice great positive changes in your life and your environment. The next bit of advice I have is to ultimately stop worrying and dwelling on things you cannot change, because the past, present, and future are the now, and we should all be living in the here and now and really living in this moment, because when you do that, you take that negative focus, you take this negative seed and you plant it, so you're then continuing to water this negative seed in the past, hoping that instead of growing thorns, you will grow an orange tree. You know, you see that comparison? Horrible. We should just ultimately be focusing on right now and what we're doing to make a positive impact in our lives and the lives around us. So when you're worrying about the things that you wish you could change and not about what you actually could change, right now you could change how you view the world. You can change how you view yourself. You can change how you view your environment, and you can ultimately change how much love and positivity you emit into the universe. All in all, we should focus on this moment right here and now. Focus on your thought. Really dig and dabble deeply into your feelings and emotions, because if those are in a negative and dark spot, you ultimately will be in a negative and dark spot. So if you stop worrying about the things you cannot change, like the past, you will start focusing on what matters most, and that is the here and the now. And if you ever want a little meditation to follow when you start getting off track, you can remember this one. In the here, in the now, I am solid, I am free. In the ultimate, I dwell. So in the ultimate, you should be dwelling on not the past, not the things you cannot change. Dwell in the now, dwell in the ultimate. And you, my friend, will live a happier and better life. The next and very important piece of advice that I give to you is to forgive yourself. Not only should you forgive others, but mainly should you forgive yourself, okay? Stop harnessing, again, negative thoughts You may have thought when you were little it was hard to forgive your friend for punching you or kicking you in the shin or stealing your chapstick, but it's a far harder process to really think about forgiving yourself, because we don't really look at ourselves as someone who should be forgave, you know, by yourself. You know, you look at yourself and you're like, this person should definitely apologize. Maybe I should forgive them, or they should forgive me. But you never look at yourself and go, maybe I should forgive myself. You know, what should you forgive yourself for? Whatever you are harnessing and hoarding deep down inside. Because once you forgive yourself, you allow light into your heart and into your life to then nourish and ground you once again in this beautiful garden of love. So by forgiving yourself, you allow yourself to grow from those mistakes or whatever that it was that you were deceiving yourself about, and ultimately just free your mind and free yourself of any harnesses or chains. And I think that's really important, because we spend a lot of our time, you know, thinking so much about others that we don't take the time to really recognize what's happening or what's being suppressed deep down in us. So I think that's very important to forgive ourselves every now and then, every day if needed, but definitely do it. The next thing I encourage is to do what makes you happy. And this one may seem simple, and some of you may be like, I already do that. But do you really do what makes you happy? And by happy, I mean, is it something that you love? So when you're doing something that you love, it's something that's gonna ultimately bring you happiness and joy. This life is so freaking short. I mean, it may take thousands of books, thousands of videos, thousands of lectures and words and moments to really open your heart and realize that we should ultimately be doing what makes us happy, and not things that are only gonna bring our family great happiness and pride. It should also bring ourselves happiness and pride. So if you're doing something right now in your life and it is a big portion of your life and it does not make you ultimately happy at the end of the day and the start of a new day, I urge you to separate yourself from that and to start something new that you love and that makes you happy. Next, travel. If you're like me and you're, I don't want to say broke, but you know, saving to travel, go on a hike. If you can't travel, go on a hike. Everyone, no matter where you live on this earth right now, you can go on a hike, you can go on a walk, you can experience nature, and just really free that societal mind of yours. Nature really puts things into perspective for me, so I like to get away from this crazy city that I live in, from the freaking endless scrolling, and just constant thoughts running through my mind. Go travel. If you have a savings and you honestly don't know what to do with it and you haven't traveled in the last year, I urge you to go travel, because traveling really opens the mind, and I think it's a great way to express ourselves, so go do that. The next two I'm going to combine into one, and is to encourage yourself and spread love. These are things that I try to constantly remind and put out in the world on my YouTube channel, because it's important to not only, you know, receive positivity. So if you watch YouTube videos to feel happy, to receive positivity through others, which is totally fine, but if you aren't taking what you receive and emitting it back into this cycle of spreading positivity, that may be why there's a lack of positivity and love in the world. I think that everyone should challenge themselves to be the best version of themselves and to love more, to really practice compassion, to really look deep within yourself and not only have empathy to literally everyone that you encounter. Even if you hate going to Walmart like I do, and you encounter people, just smile, spread love, emit it, and to always encourage yourself, because if you feel like you are done, you're at this point where you're like, I give up, I'm drained, I'm exhausted, I'm depressed, I have anxiety, I want to kill myself. If you feel like that right now, I'm here to tell you that you have this just amazingness deep down inside, that you have the power and knowledge to reach and bring to life and bring to surface. So if you feel like you're at that last straw of life, I'm here to tell you to, before you do anything irrational, to first encourage yourself. Because if you haven't encouraged yourself lately or today, do it right now. Okay, pause this video, encourage yourself. Speak affirmatively with a deep sense of authority to all those irrational emotions generated in the deeper parts of your mind. They are happening in your subconscious mind because of the images and the darkness that you have then allowed to grow and flourish and water in your subconscious mind. You, my friend, I'm sorry to admit, like I have constantly throughout my life, allow these negative thoughts and affirmations that are not true about ourselves grow and flourish, when we should be watering our garden with healthy, positive thoughts and images. This is a quote and or meditation, if you will, that you can practice if you are experiencing these thoughts. It comes from the book that is called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, and I wrote it down, so this is what it says. Be still, be quiet. I am in control. You must obey me. You are subject to my command. You cannot intrude where you do not belong. And that's what you say affirmatively to yourself when you're having and experiencing these negative happenings. So, my friend, I'm sorry to get a little deep and dark there at the end, but it's kind of talking to myself there. But yeah, I believe that if you practice and or follow these types of tips and advice, your life will be so much better off and you will be happy. All you have to do is honestly water the right things in the garden of your mind. You need to plant and sow better seeds in your life so then you can reap better and more positive and healthy thoughts. So yeah, your girl likes to ramble on. That is the life of a rambler. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If it was a long video, which I'm more than sure it is, that shouldn't be a surprise by now. But I hope that you guys have a fantastic day. Really just, again, encourage yourself and just accept love and spread love. And I promise you will notice great things happening in your life. So be the best version of yourself. Don't forget to smile today and spread the love. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!